all the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Man, peace to all the divine beings and chosen ones all around the world, family. I'm sending y'all high vibrational energy and gratitude. It's divine intellect signing in, family. Now, I don't know what you could be out there going through, chosen. Family, I don't know what it is that you could be experiencing on your journey. Because, as the chosen one, there's always gonna be different tests for us along our journey, different battles that you know um we have to go through and face or fight through, like as far as fighting with ourselves, like as far as shedding the old us, releasing what no longer serves us, growing and evolving into the best versions of ourselves. It's always a constant you know uh battle, as far as you shifting and evolving to the best version of yourself and shedding that old skin of who you once were. You're constantly going through that every day. We all are going through our spiritual evolution. We're all growing and evolving as chosen ones daily and as divine beings, and coming back into remembrance of who we are. So it's gonna be tests, because the Most High Divine Mother and Father and your spiritual team just need to test you, just need to make sure you're keeping the faith, keeping the courage and the strength, the discipline, the willpower within to continue fighting and standing on what you say you stand on, right? As a divine being, as a chosen one, when you say that's what you are, just know that it's a path, it's a journey. This is not a cakewalk. So when you aware of who you are, and when you claim your power back and you put that into the universe, that you are a chosen one, you are powerful. You step back into remembering who you are and stepping into your divinity. And when you claim that title, it don't be a cakewalk. This journey is full of tests from the Most High Divine Mother and Father and your spiritual team, just testing your faith and strength to see if you're going to continue trusting in them when things get, a little hard for you, or when the road get a little, rocky. Like, they gonna always be there to test you, to make sure that you keep your strength, courage, and faith. They gonna be there with you. They ain't gonna never just leave your side. They gonna be there with you along your journey. But they just need to make sure that you trusting in them, that you keeping faith in them, that you walking with confidence and knowing that they got you. Because when you walk with confidence, when you know that they got you, they got you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like I said, what you think is what you create, family. So what you believe is what you create. Just think about all the belief, all the power we put into believing in this system and these laws and this, matrix construct. As chosen ones, we was giving all our energy away, and the matrix was just feeding off of it. The beast was just feeding off of it, because this is a satanic program. This is a matrix simulation for the oppressors, for Satan and his army and his fallen entities. They've been basically controlling, over our land and over this planet, and draining the planet of its natural resources, and just overall destroying Mother Nature, destroying the elements, destroying our animals, destroying nature, destroying the gods, destroying humanity as a whole, just trying to keep us divided and lost, and basically playing this game and caught up in this illusion, and making us believe that we ain't worth nothing, and that we were supposed to believe in everything and look at them as if they were more superior, or look at their system as if they was more powerful than us, basically. But as divine beings and chosen ones in the age of Aquarius, we are aware that we had the power the whole time. We was just giving it away unknowingly. And when you step back into remembrance of who you are, you're no longer in the matrix. The matrix no longer can control you and manipulate on you anymore. So I don't know what you could be going through at this time, chosen. Like like I said, it's always tests from the Most High Divine Mother and Father, and then the enemy is always trying to set up blockages as well to try to stop you and hinder you from stepping into your divinity, or from even walking this path. Because you got a lot of people that the enemy would use, like these soulless beings, these narcissists or NPCs, that the enemy would use to try to like get these people to steer you off your path, get these people to misdirect you from walking your journey, because they would try to deem you as crazy, or oh, you losing it, or oh, you don't you think you know it all, or you think you better than everybody else because of you coming into remembrance of who you are, and you awakening, and you learning so much information and knowledge and tapping into your Akashic records, you know, once you start diving deep into that and healing yourself, you know, the enemy is always using these NPCs and these soulless beings to come at you and try to throw you off your path and, you know, derail you off your mission in this lifetime, because the Matrix wants you to want to control you in the way that it want to control you. It wants you to continue giving your power away, to continue feeding its systems, to continue feeding its matrix, because this matrix construct can't run without the God's energies. Like, it can't run without the energies of the indigenous people of this land, and it can't run without the divine beings, the chosen ones all around the world. Like, the system needs our energy in order to thrive. But when we take back our power, we take back our energy, and we reclaim our birthright, we reclaim our destiny back, you know, this matrix construct starts to glitch. It starts to glitch, man, because they need energy from us. They want to harvest from the chosen. They want to harvest from all the divine beings. They need our energy in order to thrive. So once we take our energy back, once we take our power back, once we pull away our energy from the matrix, it automatically sends out a signal to these oppressors. It automatically sends out a signal to the enemy, basically letting them know that we reclaiming our power, we taking our energy back. We're no longer letting this matrix control us. So you got to know that the enemy was always trying to put people around you to possibly destiny swap with you as well, like to throw you off your path, like literally put you through so much hell, so that way you would feel like you have to basically submit to the system. When you start to rebel, basically when you start to rebel and you start awakening and going through that phase and process, when you just start your awakening, or when you just start waking up to the truth more and about who you are as a divine being, the matrix starts playing with you. It starts trying to manipulate you, starts trying to put you in so many fucked up scenarios, so that way you could feel powerless, or you could feel like, maybe I shouldn't go down this path, maybe I should turn back to religion, maybe I should not believe in myself and who I am, and as a divine being, and as the co-creator of my reality. Maybe that's not, you know, basically you trying to, basically they want you to downplay yourself, make you feel powerless, make you feel worthless, make you feel like you're not the co-creator of your reality, make you feel like you ain't shit unless you got a job and working for them, when you have many gifts and abilities that you can use to generate an income for yourself, chosen. Because the Most High Divine Mother and Father blessed you with these gifts, blessed you with these different abilities that you have that's been lying dormant within you. So the whole time, the enemy never wanted you to wake up or tap into these gifts. So the enemy been trying to manipulate you, basically play you. That's why you gotta make this matrix your bitch. You gotta take back the paintbrush. You gotta take back your power, like I said, and you gotta create on your canvas and create your reality the way you want it to be created. Because everybody around you don't have your greatest good, don't have your best interests, haven't walked the mile in your shoes as a divine being or chosen one, so they don't know what this journey is like. They can't tell you nothing. These NPCs, it's just their job as Satan's pawns to derail you off your path, because you have a mission that was like, you have a very powerful mission that the Most High Divine Mother and Father, Divine Source, and your ancestors and spiritual team needed you to walk in this lifetime. And you have been on your journey even in past lifetimes as a divine being or chosen one. This isn't your first rodeo here, family. But the Most High Divine Mother and Father needed you to walk on this mission. Like, you have something, you have anointings over your life, and you have a very powerful mission to fulfill. So you know that Satan and the enemy is gonna try to come and throw you off your path, try to interrupt you by using his NPCs and bots and agents and motherfuckers that's just a part of this matrix construct. Because this is really a simulation, like I always tell y'all, family, and we know that. But the whole point is to throw you off your path, make you feel confused, make you feel lost, and make you start to question this journey when you start awakening and tapping in. I remember when I first started awakening on my journey, I was going through so much. You know, my car was going down a lot. Just getting into like problems with family. Just, it was just so much going on in my life, like, that was just so chaotic. And it was like attack after attack after attack just constantly happening as I started my awakening. as I was going down my, like getting to the point of awakening to into who I was fully and stepping back into my divinity. That's when the enemy come at you the hardest. Like throughout your whole life as a chosen one, the enemy always played with you, but you was just not aware of it, or you didn't know. Basically, we was unaware at the time because you was a divine being, a chosen one that was unaware of who you were at the time. So the enemy was able to play with you, and you would wonder why this keep happening. Why is so many blockages when I try to do this? Why when I try to do this, it never worked my way, but for everybody else around me, it looked like it's just smooth sailing. Why am I having this stop me or this or that? That's because the enemy was setting up blockages, and as a chosen one, we didn't know that we was around the wrong people, giving all these different people our good energy, like these demons, these low vibrational entities, these energy vampires. They was just draining our energy and using it for their goods, just like these corporations draining our energy and using it to build up and generate their corporations, the same way they did with our ancestors, forcing them to work on their plantations to build up their corporations. It's the same thing with as far as your energy. Like they need our energy as divine beings, as chosen ones, so they can harvest and continue building and building. Because I'm telling you, your energetic field, your aura, your frequency does a lot, and it's very powerful and very sacred to you. But the enemy be trying to use you for their greatest to build up their bullshit and to, you know, for their benefits, right? Their wicked benefits or agendas. So you just have to be aware of that, family, that, you know, everybody don't got your best interest, and everybody hasn't walked your journey or lived and walked in your shoes or lived to walk this path and go through the things that you've been able to go through and still be resilient. Like as a chosen one, you don't even look like the things that you're going through, family. So that's what make a lot of these NPCs or these low vibrational beings or demons or soulless beings jealous of you, because they like, how the hell are you going through certain things or going through what you may be going through and you still look young, youthful, you still look good. Like I don't look my age, and I'm pretty sure a lot of a lot of y'all out there as well, family, as chosen ones, don't look y'all age, because we don't look our age. We never age. You have so much like anointings over your life, and like just so much like love from the most high divine mother and father divine source on you, and like you're just not a regular person out here just operating like a soulless being. You're not regular. So it's like you've been here lifetime after lifetime, and it's like the most high gonna make sure you look the best. You're the child of the most high divine mother and father. Why wouldn't you look your best? Why wouldn't you look youthful and young, beautiful, ladies out there, and for my fellas, handsome, like why wouldn't you, as a divine being and chosen one? You look, I mean, you're a divine being, for crying out. I mean, come on, like why wouldn't you look good, look youthful, you know? But the enemy want to see you down bad, beat down. I don't know what you could be going through out there. I don't know what you could be experiencing in your life right now. I don't know what type of trials, tribulations you may be facing. You might have lost a job. You might have lost a career. You might went through some marriage, divorce. You might be going through something where you with your kids, or where you can't get your kids because of your baby mother, or vice versa. I don't know what it is that you're going through, family, but just know that your spiritual team, the Most High Divine Mother and Father, and your ancestors, they with you along your journey. They with you through every step of the way. So your resiliency is what, like I said, is what shocks the enemy, is what shocked these people to the point. It's like, how the hell are you going through this or that and you still able to hold your head high? How the hell are you going through this or that and you don't look like it on the outside? How the hell are you going through this and that and you're able to still be, positive, uplifting, encouraging, motivating, and loving, compassionate? Because as a chosen one, if you done the work and healed and really got that inner peace within and did the shadow work, nothing on this exterior world can affect you physically, mentally, or spiritually, especially if you've done the work to heal yourself, like the shadow work and the meditation practices, maybe yoga, listen to different frequencies, hertz, like doing the work every day mentally, like, I mean, not mentally, but doing the work every day physically, right, and mentally as well, right, and spiritually, you know doing the work every day on yourself to release trauma, release pains, do things that make you happy, do things that um bring joy, make you feel loving, putting you basically something that puts you in a loving energy, whatever it is that you love to do. The more that you do it, the more you become light as a feather, the more you become more loving, the more you become more healed, and then you're also when you're able to release those things from you as well, like the old traumas and pains and things that no longer serve you or serve your higher self. Once you release those things from you, you start to become more healed. You start to feel more. You start to have compassion for others more. You start to love yourself more, accept yourself more, forgive yourself more. Those are the things that allow you to evolve and grow spiritually. And family, as the chosen ones, you are like the diamond in the rough because of your resiliency and adaptability. It don't matter where you at or where you go, family. You can adapt to any setting. You it's like it don't matter where you go. You don't fit in with nobody. You always stand out, and you always have as a chosen one or a divine being. You always stood out. You never was able to fit in. But your resiliency and then the adaptability to adapt to your environment and to change and shift along with the planet, or to shift with your environment, right? Or wherever you are. That's what got these demons, like they just can't put a finger on it because they can't figure you out. Nobody can figure you out, family. You're a divine being. The most high divine mother and father, divine source, had to create that shield over you throughout your life, to where people had an idea of who you were. Like, they could feel this anointings on your life. They could feel this powerful presence when you step in the room. They could feel your aura, but they never really knew who you were just yet, because the Most High had to cover you, shield you. Because if everybody knew who you was as a chosen one, just like how they talk about in their Bible, which, like I always tell y'all, that's just them basically explaining the real story of the black man, Latino woman, you know but really the Messiah, basically the Messiah, which was a brother that came back to awaken others of who they were, and to let them know how powerful they were, and basically alerting the world, going from the hood just to the clubs. Like, he was everywhere. He was with the pimps, the prostitutes, the bums. If you want to look at the Bible story, I'm just using this as an example, y'all. I don't really get into religion no more, but I like I said, when I used to follow religion, I don't follow religion no more. But basically, from the story, I'm using it as an example. So, y'all call him Jesus, Yahweh, Yahweh, whatever you call him. You know, basically, it was just a black Messiah that came back to awaken his people, awaken the planet, and raise the frequencies, and to help humanity come into awareness of what's been going on, right? And to stand against unrighteousness, basically. And he was sacrificed and killed for that by the church. The church crucified and killed Jesus. So it's the same thing with a brother out here today. When he come into remembrance of who he is, start speaking out, awakening his people. Y'all seen what go on, what's been going on for years and years to come. Every time we get a revolutionary or any brother that stand for some truth, they do some fake ass case on him. They try to get him jailed up, lie on his name, try to destroy his character. That's how they do all of our leaders, as far as black leaders. They always do our people like that. But we never try to degrade the Caucasian speakers, or leaders or motivators or whatever they are. We never degrade any other race of people leaders, or try to knock off their leaders or hurt their people. But every time we get a black leader, or revolutionary, or a black intellect, or anybody that's here to enlighten and to speak life and to uplift and encourage the black race or culture, right? They try to take him out, jail him, lock him up. Same way they've done to all the revolutionaries. Today it's Rashad Jamal. Back then they get knocked off Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, Huey. So it's like a repeating cycle. But back to what I was saying, family. It's just your adaptability and resiliency, as a chosen one, to keep getting back up when life try to knock you down, to keep fighting when life knock you down, to stand back up. It's like, family, you don't look like what you've been through at all, even through all these conditions and circumstances. You are literally a diamond in the rough, family. literally a diamond in the rough. And the enemy, it's like the enemy want to break you, but can't do anything to break you, no matter what the enemy puts you through, no matter what situation you get put in. And that's why it's very important to connect and connect back to our roots, connect back to our ancestors and our spiritual team and the Most High, divine source, so that way you could be divinely protected, shielded, and guided along your journey. So that way you can have more awareness, full awareness of the things that's taking place, and and what's going on around you, in the present moments, and especially on your journey overall. Just having that divine protection and full awareness on your whole journey to know that things are working out for you, because your spiritual team just wants you to have that faith. They're going to make sure they take care of everything that needs to be taken care of for you in divine timing. It was some points like, and I'm telling y'all, and it's not to bash anybody in religion or not, but I'm just saying, me connecting back to my ancestors, my roots, I've seen so much happen in my life working with them and being, connected to them than I've ever have when I was following Christ. So it's like you have to find out who you are so you could tap back into your roots, what you come from, or your, heritage, basically your bloodline, what you come from, as far as your people, your culture, because religion was these the oppressor's story, his story. Basically, they buried all our true history, right? The African indigenous people and Aboriginal people of this land, they buried all our true history and gave us their story and just wiped us completely out the book, as if we never existed, or as if every race didn't come from the black man, black woman, right? But that's how America do it. They try to whitewash everything and make us feel like we ain't shit. So it's just sick. And then they try to say we racist when we speak out or speak up. But I find that to be so sick and so fucking man, I swear that's so wicked. And it's so like, you know, it just don't make no sense, family. It's like that's so contradicting as well. Cause it's like you whitewash everything and then flip it and say we racist, or a black man is racist when he decide to speak out or speak up for his people or to uplift his people after y'all done jailed and killed all our leaders anyway. So it's just wicked out here, y'all. Y'all just gotta be aware, but connecting with your spiritual team for real, they're gonna create that shield around you, that divine protection around you, and you're gonna see a lot of things take place in your life that you never experienced. A lot of magical things that that you will experience that you've never experienced in your life. So it's very important to tap back in with them, work with them, do the work, you know. But yeah, this is definitely a journey and it's not a cakewalk. So when you claim that you chosen, just know that the chosen has been through hell and back. And the chosen don't look how they what they've been through. We don't look like what we've been through as chosen ones. You still look youthful, you still look young. Like I said, you that diamond in the rough. Don't matter where the matrix try to set you up or place you or put you, as far as fucked up environments where it's a lot of uncleansed spirits or people or anything that's low frequency. You're that diamond in the rough. So when you come in the room, no matter where you go, your light just shine bright, family. Your light shines so bright. Everybody eyes is on you. They can't help but look at you no matter where you go. And your adaptability is just insane to adapt anywhere. No matter what the enemy try to do to break you, the enemy can't break you. They just can't. Enemy just can't break you, family. Yeah, the enemy can't break you. So that's the whole, like, that's one of the reasons why you got the enemy pissed off out here. That's the reason why you got soulless beings, demons, and low vibrational people pissed off, because your resiliency, your adaptability, you're really that diamond in the rough that's really shining, family. Keep shining. No matter what you're going through, just know it's always light on the other side of the tunnel, family. It's always light on the other side of the tunnel. Yeah. Yeah, family. Yes. And just know that things are gonna get better. Like, Like I told y'all, things that I experienced on my journey, like I didn't know how I was gonna make it out of certain situations. I didn't know how I was gonna come out on the other side victorious. And it was like a no way out of this shit. Like that's how I was thinking at the time. Like ain't no way this shit gonna. But remember, we are the co-creators of our reality, and what we speak is what manifests, because it starts in the spiritual realm first, and it has to manifest in our physical reality. So what you put out about yourself is what you creating on the external, because you start to believe it in your subconscious internally. So it starts to project and reflect on your external. So you have to be very mindful of what you say. But if I was a bit more aware of that back, then, when I was first getting on my journey, I would have known better that that still had something to do with self-sabotaging. But I was still growing. I was just getting into my journey. So I was still growing. I mean, I was calling in my ancestors and working with my like calling. I mean, I wasn't working with them just yet, but I was calling them in and asking for their guidance and help. As the same thing y'all should do, family, because your ancestors are out there waiting for you. Like they're already here, but I'm saying like your specific ancestors and your spiritual team is waiting for you to connect with them so that they can guide you and keep you divinely protected along your spiritual path, because all of our paths are different as chosen ones. We all don't have the same path, and we're gonna all need our spiritual team with us to guide us on our journey to stand for righteousness and to uplift the frequencies on the planet, specifically based off what we individually have to do for the planet. So we all have our own missions individually that we have to fulfill. So we need guidance from our spiritual team and our ancestors and the Most High, Divine Mother and Father, which is Divine Source, to guide us and keep us guided on this journey. But I wish that was something I knew back then on my journey, like first starting. Stop full, like just stop with the self-sabotaging fully. I've gotten to the point now where I never self-sabotage. So I'm thankful that I was able to get to this point, because that's something that people do sometimes unknowingly, just self-sabotaging over themselves, and they don't even think about it that deep, that they're creating that for themselves or putting that over themselves, creating all type of internal and external blockages over their self and stopping the manifestations or whatever it is that they want to bring into their life, for real, like it's really that deep. And like, it's a journey. We all learning, we all growing and evolving. I didn't know no better back then, and like I said, we all made mistakes. We all make mistakes. But the thing is, when you know better, you do better. And it's the same thing with religion. Like I tell y'all, I don't get into the tablets, and not tablets, but the Bible and stuff no more, and none of that anymore, because I know like they hid all the oppressor when they whitewashed our people. Not whitewashed our people, but like when they came here and whitewashed everything I meant, and basically forced religion onto our people and beat that shit into our ancestors, right? They gave us the Holy Bible. But the Bible was rewritten and whitewashed so many times by the oppressor. But they took a lot of ancient texts from our tablets and scriptures, as far as the indigenous people, like everything that we had anciently that they stored and hid and put up under the Vatican where it's at now, like the true ancient text of what took place before all this man-made religion, like the true ancient text, the true ancient scriptures and tablets. They hid all that under the Vatican and gave us their Holy Bible today. So yeah, man, that's just why I don't get into it no more. I know somebody asked why I don't really get into the Bible or anything anymore, because really the Bible is just speaking in codes, and it's all about decoding it, and like it's not actually like what's written physically. Like you could take it how and interpret it the way that you have to or how you want to, but it's mainly just speaking in codes and being able to decode the message. Like he talk about the pineal gland and connecting to the pineal, you know and they also talk about crystals in the Bible as well. They talk about lapis lazuli. It's codes in the Bible, and you have to be able to like spiritually understand it through your third eye, and not with just these two physical eyes, because a lot of it has been, like I said, whitewashed by the oppressors. So they took away a lot of our ancient scriptures and texts from our ancient tablets that was there, to basically brainwash us to basically follow their construct of this man-made religion, Christianity. What they got? is what is it, Islam, all these different religions is not what we've had anciently. That was something that was brought here and forced onto the people. So yeah, it's deep, y'all. It's deep. But yeah, they they even like when I was saying like working with y'all ancestors, like I said, getting connected back with them so that they can help assist you along your journey. It's like you make sure that they're taken care of in the spiritual. They're gonna make sure that you're taken care of in this physical. They're with you all the time, 24/7, and with you along your journey, protecting you. But you have to get back connected with them. And like I said, if y'all ever need help or assistance with working with your ancestors or how you should go about doing that, like I said, y'all get in contact with me. I'll leave my email down in the description box below so we can set up a consultation. If you want to do a one-on-one consultation, we can discuss pricing. Only if you're serious about this, get in contact with me, family, so we can set that consultation up and have a one-on-one consultation over the phone. And we could discuss pricing and your timing and everything else, once your mind is made up and you serious about it, right? So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff has been whitewash, family. So it's just sickening. But working with your ancestors, they try to say, oh, that's demonic. But when you look at Jesus, right? Zeus, Satan, he basically, or Yakub, he basically, as far as being tied into the religious structure, right? Because you're praying to fallen angels, demons. So they try to say, oh, creating an altar, working with their ancestors, oh, that's demonic. You go to an altar in church every Sunday and bow and pray to a demon or false deity or a demonic deity, entity. And you're not even aware of that. But you would say, oh, connected to your ancestors, oh, that's demonic, or your ancestors dead. But once Jesus dead, based off the Bible, I'm just telling y'all based off the Bible what they tell us, what the oppressor gave us, rewritten and whitewashed and gave back to us, I should say. You know, it's like these people just do anything to try to steer you off your path. As a divine being, a chosen one, they do anything to steer you off your path and to make you feel less of who you are, because they don't want you to feel good about yourself. They don't want you holding your head high, because you already the child of the Most High Divine Mother and Father. You already have all that anointings on you. So these people are already jealous of you. They already feel some type of way about you, and you ain't even done nothing to them. It's just your energy alone irritates their demons. Your energy alone shake up their spirit, because they got demons and they unclean spirits. That's really what it is, because as a divine being, as a chosen one, you here for righteousness. You all about raising the frequencies on the planet. So, yeah. Oh yeah, Mundo. Peace, peace, brother, peace. We definitely could set that up with you. My email, I could send me your email, and that way I could text you on email, or however you would like to, because we could definitely get that set up, Mundo, and get this consultation call going, brother, definitely. But yes, tapping in and working with our ancestors, that is definitely powerful, and something that we must get back to doing, because they're gonna be there with us along the way and every day, because they're our blood. They're your actual blood, your people, your ancestors that was here before you, and your ancient ancestors, deities, the Orishas, those guys, them big dogs, So connecting back to them, you're gonna see a lot of changes in your life and in your physical reality. And like, just give everything divine, just be consistent with doing the work, and things will happen in divine time. And you can't rush when things gonna happen. You can't do it only because you want good things to happen. Yes, we want good things to happen for us, but I'm saying don't get into it with just an intent, like in a selfish need. Like, yeah, I just want to do this because I want to, attract this, attract that, and have this and have that. It don't work like that, because your ancestors gonna make sure you have what you need, not just what you want. They gonna make sure you have things and have the best, but it ain't gonna always be like what you want. You can you could tell them and ask them and speak to them and basically let them know what you want and what you're trying to do or what you're trying to achieve. Or they're gonna be there to make sure that you're guided and protect it on your journey to fulfilling whatever that is that you trying to accomplish or receive, or whatever manifestation you trying to put out there to manifest. Long as you taking care of them on the spiritual, they gonna always take care of you. So whatever it is that you want, they're gonna make sure that you have the best. And even if you don't get what certain things that you want, just look at it like it was for your protection, or just look at it like it was for your best interest. Because when they protecting you, they really protecting you. Like when you got divine protection, can't shit fuck with you. Nothing. Not even the cops. Nothing, bro. I'm telling you. Like nothing can stop you. Like I done been in too many altercations with the cops, and they can't do nothing with me because of my spiritual team and who backing me. And I gotta give all them the credit and praise for making sure that I'm protected, making sure that I'm guided and looked out for on this journey. Because without them, you can't even walk this spiritual path. I'm telling you, this is not for the weak. This journey is not for the weak. But your resiliency as a chosen one, you always conquer, you always come out victorious. And that's why they trying to figure it out, like how. Like the enemy would even try to downplay you when you going through certain tough times in your life to big themselves up, or to make themselves feel better or feel good about themselves. And these people can have a whole house, a car, a job, making money and everything, and you probably don't even have a car, a job, or nothing as a chosen one, right? I'm just using it as an example. I'm just trying to show y'all something. And these people will come around you, brag and try to boast on you, knowing you going through something, or knowing you're facing a difficult time in your life, right? Or facing certain circumstances. Instead of trying to find a way to uplift you, or to encourage you, or to help you up on your feet, right? Or to give you a lending or helping hand, they would rather shit on you because of who you are. That's how you know you dealing with the enemy. That's how you know you dealing with demons, low vibrational beings, or NPCs for the matrix, because they're just doing Satan's work as pawns to basically belittle you, basically try to make you feel like you ain't shit, try to make you feel like you worthless, try to make you feel like you aren't capable of having nice things, try to make you feel like you aren't capable of, you know, being the best version of yourself, being well taken care of. It was your birthright as a chosen one to come back into this lifetime with wealth and inheritance, to take care of yourself. And I ain't talking about just a little bit of wealth. I'm talking about generational wealth. You came back into this lifetime to break generational curses off of your bloodline as well, and to free your ancestors. A lot of y'all have been crowned already and probably don't even know it, especially if you've been doing the work to heal yourself. Because when you heal yourself, you healing your whole entire lineage, your bloodline. When you teaching your children this stuff, information to heal themselves, you're healing, you're clearing off so many blockages that the enemy tried to put over your bloodline, so many curses and so many generational, you know, interferences and disruptions and shit. Like, you literally break that every time you heal, every time you work on evolving to the best version of yourself. You literally breaking those chains off of you, literally. So you are definitely a diamond in the rough, family, because as a chosen one, you don't look like what you've been through. All I'm gonna say is just keep shining, family. Keep shining every day. Hold your head high. Hold your head high in places where they try to dim your light. Hold your head high and speak your truth in voices where they tell you to be quiet. Speak with passion, speak with authority. Reclaim your energy back, family. Reclaim your power back. You that diamond in the rough. You that diamond that can adapt to any situation or circumstance that you're going through and still make it out, still shining. And that's what makes the enemy so fucking pissed with you. But, if this video resonate with y'all, family, like I always say, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video to more divine beings and chosen ones all around the world, family, because we really them diamonds in the rough. If y'all would like to book a consultation call with me, you can email me. My email will be down in the description box below. That's rabmusic, RABMUSIC 2324 at gmail.com. And you would like to donate to my Cash App to support my channel, my Cash App is down in the description box below. # 9 Ether God 21. But if y'all, like I said, if y'all want to book that consultation, call me. It's a 1-on-1 over the phone with me. and you could discuss whatever it is that you've been experiencing lately. We could talk about anything that you might need help with on your journey, anything that you've experienced, and you might need a little advice on how you get out of certain situations where are facing certain situations. I meant to say where you can resolve the issues, or like ways you could work around it. I mean, whatever it may be, I'm just throwing things out there, giving y'all suggestions and things that we could talk about on the consultation call. But they go by minutes. I do 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 60 minutes. So you, whatever one you want to book, we'll discuss the pricing, and we can get it going from there, family. But if there's anything else that y'all would like to discuss with me, or any serious inquiries, or anything you want to talk about or discuss, just email me down in the email, family. It's in the description box below. Thank y'all so much for y'all time, family, for all y'all support. Continue evolving on this journey. Continue being that diamond in the rough, even through the situations that you're going through. Whether the situation might be difficult, maybe you gotta, it's some dark times. Whatever it is you facing, family, just know it won't be long, and just know it's meant to build you, and it's meant to test you. And just know that the Most High Divine Mother and Father and your spiritual team, they with you along your journey. All you got to do is connect back with them, family. Get back connected to them, you know. And anything that you're going through, just know that you're gonna make it through it, because as a chosen one, you're divine. As a divine being, you have the Most High Divine Mother and Father hands on you, on your whole entire life. Like you really protected. You really divinely protected, family. Like, especially like I said, if you really been doing that work, but you already protected coming into this lifetime, because the anointings on your life and the powerful mission that you came back here to fulfill. So just connecting back with your ancestors, they will guide you and make things more aware to you, so that you can understand your purpose and your path a lot more. Because society and the matrix was just a simulation created to keep you far away from the truth, keep you far away from finding yourself, keep you far away from evolving spiritually, so that you can give all of yourself away, give all of your power away, so that the enemy can use you. And that's what they even teach you in religion, even in church, when they sing that song, I give myself away so you can use me. But you basically praying to some demonic entity, and you basically telling the entity that you're gonna give yourself away so that the enemy could use you. Even like I said, a lot of these pastors and stuff, and like I said, I'm gonna leave it alone after this, but a lot of these pastors and stuff, they are, a part of Freemasonry, which are satanic occults. And a lot of these past, like gospel singers, all of them, they made rituals and satanic oaths to make it big in the industry, in the gospel industry. That even take place in the gospel industry too, not just the rap industry. It's in the whole entire music industry, in the whole entire entertainment world, Hollywood. So yeah. But yeah, family, y'all stay connected, get outside, get y'all some sun, take care of yourself, plant y'all feet out here in nature, take your shoes and socks off, family, and get grounded. And I'm telling you, you'll feel 1,000 times better, once you get you some sun and ground yourself and get centered and release those toxins and raise your energy and your frequency and release all that negative energy up out of yourself, you know. But you that diamond in the rough, family, keep shining. I love y'all, and thank y'all so much for the support, and for paying my channel some attention, and giving me some love. And I'm thankful, family. Y'all continue rising out there and continue being the best version of y'all selves. And Divine Intellect signing out. Ashe, love y'all, man. Love y'all.